Welcome. For those of us that are of the public that are listening, we are live captioning our meetings. Please look at the chat window of our WebEx meeting where you'll find a link. Please click on that link to open a web page with the live captioning. And for the record, we have a few substitutions today. Delphi Wilson from GWCC, Ed Vise of GWCC, Tom Neville of GWCC, Veronica Hipolito of CGCC, all of the CCs right there, and then Judy Sanchez from the Maricopa Foundation. And with that, at this time, I will call to order the agenda review meeting on the Maricopa County Community College District Governing Board for February 13, 2024. And today, we'll review the agenda for the February 27th, 2024 board meeting, which will be held in person. For the record, I will call by roll the board members, starting with our student trustee, Mr. Burnett.
I'm here.
Myself, and I am here. Ms. Butler.
Present.
Ms. Davis.
Here.
Dr. Narini.
Present.
Ms. Smith.
Present.
Ms. Sullivan is not with us at this time. Dr. Thor.
Present.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So with that, we will work our way through an agenda review again for the agenda for February 27th. For the public, I will read each of the agenda items. It's not because we know you can't read. It's just so that in case you don't have it in front of you, you can hear what the agenda item is. Obviously, we'll start with our normal call to order, pledge of allegiance, and our reports from students, faculty, adjunct faculty, staff, and then presentation of Emeritus Awards and the report from our chancellor. We'll move from there to citizens interim, and then we go into the consent agenda items. And board members, as I read through these, I'll stop for a minute and see if you have any questions or want further information as we work our way through. So item number 2 under the consent agenda is the approval of the faculty emeritus distinction to Dr. Pushpa Ramakrishna. Item number 3 is approval of faculty emeritus distinction to Larry Williams. Number 4 is approval of the acceptance of a continuation grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting to Rio Salado College for year 54 of the Community Service Grant for KJAS from 10/1/23 to 9/3/25 in the amount of $673,934. Any question on that item? If not, item 5 is approval of the acceptance of the continuation of grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting to the Rio Salado College for year 30 of the Community Service Grant for KBOC from 10/1/23 to 9/3/25 in the amount of $246,300. Any questions on that item? Item number 6 is approval of acceptance of amendment to the intergovernmental agreement from the Arizona Department of Health Services, the Arizona Biomedical Research Center, to award funds to the Maricopa County Community College District for the Steaming Health to Make a Difference project in the amount of $199,749 for the period from date of signature 2024 through 7/18/2027. Any questions from the board on that item? Item 7 is approval of an intergovernmental agreement between the Maricopa County Community College District and Phoenix Union High School District number 210 for the sponsorship by PUHSD of students in the MCCD healthcare programs. Any questions on item 7? Item number 8, approval of amendment to lease of rooms at the Rio Salado College Communiversity to the town of Queen Creek effective April 1, 2024, providing additional office space to their existing lease. Any questions on that? Okay, moving on to item number 9, approval to issue a purchase order to SD Crane Builders in the amount of $344,896.32 for the partial renovation of the Social Behavior Sciences East Building at Scottsdale Community College. Any questions on item 9? Item 10, approval of partial guaranteed maximum price GMP contract amendment number 2 for the district-wide central plan upgrades repair multi-phase project in the amount not to exceed $6,479,366.87 to Pueblo Mechanical and Controls LLC. Any questions? Item number 11, approval of proposed course fee changes spring semester fiscal year 2024 to 25 budget. Any questions on this item?
No questions, but I am coming up with my list, and I'll be forwarding that out to everyone with my questions, and then for responses. I should have that out by tomorrow or Thursday at the latest.
I had a feeling, Dr. Naranian, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And once those questions are out with answers, if they're coming back prior to the board meeting, it would be helpful for the full board to see those, obviously.
Thank you.
Item number 12, approval of curriculum item, courses modification 77, new 38 and deletions 26, occupational programs, modifications 54, new 14 and deletions 20, academic programs, modifications 4 and deletions 33. There are a lot of items here. Any questions? If not, then item number 13 on consent is the approval of FY 24-25 tuition and fees rates. If not, we will then at our meeting move on to the non-consent action items, and then the first read and information items, which will be the employment and separations report from December 2nd, 2023 through January 19, 2024. Questions? Item H, monitoring reports. Again, those are at the moment will be a budget analysis report fund 1, focusing on the general unrestricted fund for the 7 months ending 1/31/2024. Questions so far? If not, then from there we'll move on to our governing board reports, talking about current events and activities of the board members, and we will then establish meeting times and dates for forthcoming meetings. With that, that is the draft agenda for our upcoming board meeting. Any generic questions? If not, then I would welcome a motion to adjourn this meeting. And then we need to enter an executive session, which will take us a few minutes, I think, to clear folks on the line that are not part of the executive session. Let me read what that executive session is regarding. Discussion or consultation for legal advice with the attorney or attorneys of the public body on a personal matter, Janice Falkenberg, our general counsel. And then if time permits, discussion or consultation for legal advice with the attorney or attorneys of the public body under ARS 30-43103, A subsection 3, litigation update, also from Ms. Falkenberg. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting and move into the executive session?
So moved. This is Donna Davis.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Narini. With that, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We thank you then for this meeting stands adjourned at 4:50. We thank you for your attendance this evening. The agenda review meeting of the governing board is now formally adjourned. Board members, we will remain in this WebEx links with a pause until Jordan clears the virtual meeting room. Ms. Falkenberg, Mr. Bowman, and Dr. Gonzalez will be joining us, as well as Ms. Mary Ellen Simonson, who is our outside legal counsel. Meeting adjourned.